I will introduce Douche of Gaziantep in Turkey. The site of Douche is located about 10 km northwest of Gaziantep. Engelbert Winter and a team from the University of Manchester excavated it. The expedition investigated two midrooms at Douche from 1997 to 2000. Since 2001, the project has been investigating the hilltop of Dulukbaba Tepesi, 3 km from the Douche, and it has now been established that the main sanctuary of god Jupiter Doucheness was located there. The Jupiter Doucheness was a very popular deity in the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD throughout the entire Roman Empire, and the Achaemenid period had definitely established the sanctuary. The architecture is rudimentary and pottery is uncommon. However, there is a mass of jewelry, amulets and seals associated with ash and animal bones from bird sacrifice. In 2007, they went on working at Dulukbaba Tepesi, although the water drain and cistern that were found in 2006 couldn't be followed further as later construction interrupted them. On the east side of the excavation revealed a large enclosure and terrace wall of early. In the northwest area, they investigated an undisturbed sector of the sanctuary. It's unusual to find such undisturbed areas as the site was much disturbed in late antiquity. They excavated with pit filled with animal bones from sacrifice. In this sector, they also found a red seal showing a Roman deity holding a rod, also more seals of Neo-Syrian, Neo-Babylon, and Achaemenid dates. Another discovery from the northwest area was very important for understanding the permanence of the sect. This year, they found a basalt stele in late antique fill layer, measuring 1.30 meter height and 1.7 meter wide. It showed the first representation of the god of Douche in his sanctuary. The relief decoration is in two zones. In the smaller, lower zone, two men stand at an altar. Their clothing, especially the conical caps that they wear and the branch that is held by the figure on the left, show they are Syrian priests and are conducting a sacrifice. In the upper panel, the god himself is shown on the left, standing on a ball. He wears an elegant fringed garment and a broad belt with a sword, which projects from behind his body. He has a long pointed beard. His hair is in a long plait down his back. On his head is a conical cap decorated with horns. In his left hand he holds a number of lightning bolts. His right arm is held up but relief is damaged there. On analogy with other representations, he may have held an axe or a double axe. Hellenistic and Roman elements that are usually seen in depiction of Jupiter Doucheness are totally lacking in this depiction, especially the usual military costume. Opposite the god, a female companion stands on a stalk. She wears an ankle-length dress with a verified four-part girdle. Her hair is in a long plait down her back. In her right hand, she holds a mirror and in her left a round object, probably a pomegranate. The attributes of mirror and pomegranate are generally extant among Syrian and Anatolian goddesses such as Kububa, Hittite and the Syria. Which name the goddess here bore is not clear, though it's likely to have been the Latinized Juno Regina. Between the two deities it's a plant symbol, most likely a stylus tree of life. All the elements that are shown on the stele stem from the iconography of the Iron Age, though the stele dates from a later period as it is clear from the details, particularly in the lower sacrifice scene with Greek-Roman forms such as the clothing of the priest and the form of the altar. A precise dating for the stele is hard to say, but it was probably made somewhere between the beginning of Roman rule in the 1st century BC and the destruction of Douche by Persians in AD 256. It was found in late antique field. There is not any clue to its original context. However, this type of stele was widespread in northern Syria and it was probably a votive by someone from that. The lack of inscription confirms this, as it wasn't unusual in northern Syria not to have the name of donor that was adorned on steel, unlike Greek and Roman practice. The stele emphasizes the quality of the sanctuary and provides a statement between the Roman Jupiter Dolitianus and Iron Age Teshub-headed. It is possible the cult of Jupiter Dolitianus goes back to that of a local weather god. Knowing the character of the Roman god will be focus of future work. During the 2005 season, work continued with excavation of Roman and late antique buildings in northern area. Among the many finds from the field were architectural fragments of Roman days, whereas a basalt capital attested the existence of late Iron Age architecture on the site in the shape of a bull's head. Of local manufacture, it imitates an achievement type. In 2004, parts of a pavement of enormous basalt stones had been revealed in the southeast area. This operation was extended to the east, where there were few later remains above the pavement. This pavement extended to central part of the hill and up to enormous Roman building. They uncovered the southeast corner of building this year. The large dimension of building and its central location on the hilltop suggests that was a main building of the sanctuary. This area also produced a lot parts of 5th and 6th century BC, especially stamp seals, jewelry, and amulets. The huge number of late Iron Age finds indicates that Hilltop was already an important sanctuary in that period. The Dudukova Tepes is one of very few cult sites in northern Syria and southeastern Anatolia where uninterrupted sacrificial activity is attested from the early 1st millennium BC to the destruction of the sanctuary by Sapor I in AD 235, a stroke of luck that sheds much light on the continuity of the cult and religious history of the region. Moreover, finds of the Christian and Islamic periods suggested that the prominent site was in use after the pagan cult had ceased to exist. Finally, I think you should visit the Douche if you are interested in history. Furthermore, Gaziantep has a lot of historical places apart from Douche. You will enjoy this journey.